Hadith number 13. عن أبي حمزة أنس بن مالك رضي الله عنه خادم رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. How long did Anas ibn Malik serve the Messenger صلى الله عليه وسلم for? 10 years. And in those 10 years, you know what he says? He says, ما سمعت من رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لما فعلت كذا ولما لم تفعل كذا قط. I never heard the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم say, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? So don't be that kind of husband or father or mother with your children or with your spouse. If the Prophet ﷺ with his servants never told him, why'd you do this, why'd you do that? It's annoying. And you kill the love and the mercy that is in the relationship when all you do is rebuke. You come home, why is the food not ready? Why is this a mess? Why? The person starts hate being around you. You walk in the room, they act like they're sleeping. They don't want to even be in your presence. The Prophet ﷺ with Anas ibn Malik, he says, I never heard him say, why'd you do this, why'd you do that? So Anas ibn Malik, he was the servant of the Prophet ﷺ for 10 years. So he said, عن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال, لا يؤمن أحدكم, none of you believe, حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه, رواه البخاري ومسلم. None of you believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. يعني أخيك المسلم. None of you believe until you love for your Muslim brother and sister in Islam what you love for your own self. رواه البخاري ومسلم. When you have this kind of nafi, لا يؤمن, he does not believe. Al-asl, نفي الوجود. Aslan, when you hear something like that, none of you, the person who doesn't have this does not believe. What does it mean he doesn't believe? But the asl of what that means linguistically is nafyul wujud, that it doesn't exist. This person does not have iman. This person does not have iman. إذا لم تصح هذا القول, if you saying that is not correct, then you go to the second stage, which is nafyu الصحة, that the validity of the thing is not there. Like when the Prophet ﷺ said, لا صلاة بغير طهور. So if you don't have tahur, لا تصح الصلاة. That's what it means. It doesn't mean that you didn't pray. I might have prayed. I might have prayed all 4 rak'at. Did I pray or no? I prayed. But the prayer was not valid. But in this hadith, it means نفي الكمال. نفي كمال الإيمان. أي إيمان؟ الإيمان الواجب. نفي إيمان الواجب. Make sure you write that down. That this is negating having complete iman. Which kind of iman? The iman that's wajib. عندنا إيمان مستحب وإيمان واجب. The iman that we're talking about here is the iman that's wajib, the mandatory iman. It's not complete until what happens? Until you love for your brother and your sister in Islam what you love for your own self. وهذا في أمور الدين أم في أمور الدنيا؟ دين والدنيا? Both? دنيا فقط? What do you think? أمور الدنيا. Listen, if I want him to get married just like I want to get married, I want him to get a car, I want him to the same way I want it. وأما أمور الدين القربات إلى الله الطاعات فلا تقدم عليك أحد. Don't ever put somebody ahead of yourself. You're praying and there's a spot in the front row. You go to your brother, you say, Habibi, tafadhal. Do you take it? Are you guaranteed Jannah? La, you don't leave good deeds for anyone. If you have an opportunity, you take it. Time to call the adhan, you call it. Don't tell someone else to call it. If there's a space in the front row, you take it. So you always rush to do the good deed. You don't know where your standing is going to be in front of Allah. But when it comes to umur dunya, you love for your brother what you love for yourself. Even the umur deen, and I love for him. If I memorize Quran, I love for him to memorize Quran as well. But if I have to choose between me or him, I'm going to pick myself always. Always. On Yawm al-Qiyamah, يوم يفر المرء من أخيه وأمه وأبيه. You're going to flee from your own mother and father and your own spouse and child. So that's how you have to act in this dunya when it comes to the qurubat. Here, Shaykh Abdul Muhsin al-Abad, Hafidhullah, he said, he brought the other hadith. The other hadith explains this hadith beautifully. And that hadith is in Sahih Muslim as well. That's for this hadith or the other one? One more minute. فَمَنْ أَحَبَّ, this is a hadith in Sahih Muslim. فَمَنْ أَحَبَّ أَنْ يُزَحْزَحَ عَنِ النَّارِ وَيُدْخِلَ الْجَنَّةِ. Whoever loves to be removed from the fire of hell and entered into Jannah. Who likes to be removed from the fire of hell and admitted into Jannah? Inshallah, all of us. May Allah remove us from the fire of hell and enter us into Jannah. So what should we do? Whoever likes to be removed from the fire of hell and enter into Jannah, فَلْيَأْتِهِ مَنِيَّتُهُ وَهُوَ يُؤْمِنُ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. Let his death come to him while he still believes in Allah on the last day. وَلْيَأْتِ إِلَى النَّاسِ الَّذِي يُحِبُّ أَن يُؤْتَ إِلَيْهِ. And let him come to the people with what he likes people come to him with. And he treat people the way you like to be treated. If you want to enter Jannah and be saved from the fire of hell. That was the Messenger who said that. If you see the kuffar saying that in their movies and in schools, treat people the way you like to be treated, that came from Islam. If you don't think so, then bring us a narration. Because we have narrations. وَقَالَ اللَّهُ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ, and Allah, He said, وَيْلٌ لِلْمُطَفِّفِينَ الَّذِينَ إِذَا اكْتَالُوا عَلَى النَّاسِ يَسْتَوْفُونَ وَإِذَا كَالُوهُمْ أَوْ وَزَنُوهُمْ يُخْسِرُونَ. The opposite of this is not wanting for the other person what you want for your own self, which makes you from the mutaffifin. Those who cheat. When it's their scale, they want to be paid in full. When you owe me, I want it in full. When it's my turn to pay, I give you less than what is due. And Imam As-Sa'di rahimahullah, in the tafsir of that ayah, he also mentions when quarreling, when arguing with someone, you have a dalil that could benefit his argument, but you hide it from him. He says, أنت من المطففين. You're from the mutaffifin. Or how many husbands demand their rights from their wife, but they don't give the wife all their rights? Or how many parents demand rights from their children? Birrul walidain, you have to obey me. But they don't give their children the rights that the child has over them, of teaching them this deen, of putting them in an Islamic environment, of keeping them away from haram. They don't give the children the rights, but they demand all the rights. Min al-mutaffifin. You're from those who, when it's your rights, you want it in full. When it's time to pay up, you give less than what is due. So this is a very beautiful hadith. None of you believe until you love for your brother what you love for yourself. So start being more selfless. Unless it's an act where it's drawing you close to Allah and it's only one spot available, you take it for yourself. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is rich. Don't have envy. Oh Allah, why'd you give that to that person? Allah could give it to them and you. Wish it for yourself without hating that the other person received it. La tahsudu, as the Prophet said in a different hadith that we're going to take in the 40, inshallah.